I am here at Southmoreland High School with my good friend Brian Pritts. He is the varsity and JV girls basketball coach, among other things. He's coached probably every sport in this building. I'm going to have Coach Pritts talk to you about his season and what he thinks championship mindset did for his girls. Coach?
It's my pleasure to be here. My relationship with Tony goes back a long time when I was the head football coach back in around 2004, 2005-ish. He came and helped us out with some training, come on board as a consultant with the staff. We had one of our better seasons here that year, and ever since we've been doing things together with training and now with this championship mindset. I couldn't be more happy with the product that Tony brought to us this year with the championship mindset. You know, we had a very athletic and talented group of girls this year, but they needed something to help us get over the top. Dealing with a program that hasn't been in the playoffs since way back in 2007 and started to get some success. We've been tinkering a little bit above 500 but could never get over the top in the section. And this group of girls was a little different. Talked with Tony. He came in, brought his championship mindset, bringing mental principles that the girls needed that they could transfer onto the court. And it propelled us into a second place finish this year. 18 wins, the third most ever in school history, third best season in school history. And I couldn't be more happy about everything that's transpired. That wouldn't have happened if the girls didn't have the mental capacity to go along with the physical assets that they brought to the program.
Coach, one of the things I always loved about you is you think outside the box. You're not afraid to do things that other coaches aren't doing. And that was evident this year. You had a very young team, and you had to field a team basically that did not have a true point guard. Talk about some of the challenges you had this year with a young group and not really having a point guard, a natural point guard.
So when you got a young team and you don't have a natural to run the show, it puts a lot of stress and pressure on the kids and sometimes on us as coaches too. And you know, the girls needed to be strong mentally because it's very easy for young teams to crumble in the face of adversity when things don't go their way. I call it the snowball effect or quicksand, to let one mistake turn into two, and then two snowball into three, and three into four. We did a good job this year of eliminating that snowball effect because of the mental preparation that the girls took into the game. Their mental capacity was to the limit of their physical capacity, and they didn't let things get them down as much as maybe we would have in the past. And that's really important when you're dealing with young kids. It's important when you're dealing with any athlete, but especially you're talking about 13 and 14-year-olds in high pressure situations. Them being able to know that, hey, I got this, even though something goes wrong, and how to handle it and how to not crumble and not let frustration beat them. So, you know, the one thing that Tony preaches and that I love is to trust the process. And we did a team board where the girls all created a word this year, a word that was going to help lead to our success. And my word was trust. And then we put a word in the middle, and the word in the middle was together. And the girls understood that if we trust the process and trust in each other, that we were going to be able to overcome a lot of obstacles. And I think our season was evident in, you know, coming back again, first time since 2007, having the type of success that we had this year.
I think it's a tribute to what you laid the foundation in: trust, effort, hard work, and focus. You know, it was fun for me. I do this a lot in a lot of different schools, but this year was a blast for me because the girls were young, because you thought outside the box. They went through so many different things, but they hung together. And it was fun to watch them in battle-tested situations, you know, game at Bell Vernon, game at Elizabeth Forward. You know, you're down with by 7 points with 1 minute and 40 seconds, and you guys fought back and tied that game, almost sent it into overtime. It really showed me that you are not just a game day coach. You're somebody who prepares these girls, and they relied on that. It's going to be an exciting off season, and I'm looking forward to watching these girls grow into what you have laid the foundation for them to grow. You have how many sophomores coming back next year?
We have 3 sophomores, 4 freshmen, and 4 juniors, and then some pretty good underclass 8th graders coming up. So we should have a nice mix of players next year.
It's going to be an exciting season for Southmoreland. It was a blast this year. I can't wait till next season. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate everything.